It's really been a couple years since you guys have kind of been back at it.
More than a couple.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it like getting back together with an ex-girlfriend, or what's it like when you guys get back together, reform the original band?
I never get back together with ex-girlfriends, so I don't know what that's like. But I mean, it's family. You know, it's familiar, and the love is always there. And you know, there's peaks and valleys in everybody's life, I guess, and it just feels like family, just like a brother. You know, back in, we've been praying for this moment for a long time, and we're really, really stoked that it's the original lineup, and Wes is back with Biscuit.
Limp Bizkit in the studio right here. Fred and Wes joining us now. This is the first record with the original lineup since Chocolate Starfish. And it's kind of funny because the other day, and you might be, I don't know if you're going to be impressed with this or flattered or whatever, but I was at a strip club, and they were playing a track off Chocolate Starfish, and I'm thinking, man, that was an awesome record right there. That was, as far as I'm concerned, your best.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So tell us about the new record you got coming out here. Gold Cobra comes out in June. It's the year of the Cobra.
Well, it is called Gold Cobra, but it's not coming out in June.
Oh, it's not?
It's coming
okay.
out sometime this summer. We don't know exactly when, but I feel personally it's one of the most interesting and powerful and focused albums we've ever made, for sure.
Yeah, it's my favorite record we've made.
Will girls be able to dance to it at strip clubs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we make that. We always ask each other. We go, "Oh, this is going to be a great strip club song."
Yeah. I always like to keep in whatever I'm doing musically. If you can fight to it, strip to it, or like cry or kill yourself to it, it's right. It's right on.
Nice. Well, there you go. Well, some of the songs on this are Why Try, 90 to 10, Shark Attack, Walking Away, Loser, Back Porch, GFY, which Glad for Yarn or something. I don't know what that stands for. Something like that. I don't know. But, I mean, talk about the record a little bit more. How long you guys been working on it? What kind of stuff has hit a nerve this time with you guys, or what's going on with it?
Well, it's definitely monster riffs. I think some of the most rememberable riffs will come from this record for Limp Bizkit. I mean, Wes is definitely on fire, and I was very persistent about adding guitar solos, so there's some amazing guitar solos.
Which is sort of a first.
Yeah, they're really, really cool, and I love guitar solos. And I don't know, it's really the drums. John Otto is on fire. It's very heavy. It's very groove oriented. There's definitely songs that aren't so heavy. You know, a little more of the more emotional side and deeper side of things, but for the most part, it's just an attack. The record is very specific, and it's an attack, and I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, I think vocally, it's a lot more. It feels more than ever like vocally every song is tied together a little bit somehow, and there's also a new like level of heaviness and a new level of pop that has not been incorporated before. I think that makes everything feel more aggressive yet gettable. Not everything feels that way, but there are doses of this across the album that I mean, it's just my favorite one. It tickles me every time I hear the song. So if that's good, if that's happening, then that's usually a good sign.
Well, Wes has always written killer, thick, giant riffs, especially Chocolate Starfish, like I was saying, man.
Not like this.
Is that right?
Wait till you hear
like
this. These by far take the award for sure. I mean, I think this makes. I don't think there's a riff on Chocolate Starfish that could hold a candle to these. I love Chocolate Starfish, and I love everything Wes has ever done, but I'm definitely tipping my hat to the riffs on this record for sure.
When Wes was out of the band, did you listen to his other bands?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about? You obviously liked it then.
No, I'm a huge fan of Wes. His art, his music, everything. I always have been. You know, it wasn't about music for me. You know, there was just other personal conflicts that made us, you know, with both of us being very passionate and very ambitious, and you know, both leaders of our own universe. You know, we just hit a wall and wanted to go our own ways. You know, which wasn't necessarily my motivation. I think Wes decided to take off, and I had to accept it, and felt like, you know, well, Wes left, then I'm not going to leave this ship to sink. You know, I'm going to still man this ship and keep it going. And that's very possible to do, and we were able to do it, but it just isn't the same. It isn't as fun. It isn't as exciting, and
But
I'm not
I
as
really
passionate.
like the record that they made that I'm not on, and we play a few songs from that, and I really have gotten into those songs too, and those are really fun to play live.
It's 101 WRAF The Riff, everything that rocks your biscuit, as the Limp Biscuit machine is up and cranked once again for 2010. Fred and Wes join us right here in the studio. And Fred, talk about it. You're going to be 40 this summer. I turned 40 last year. It's like, can you still be angry and still have the venom and all that kind of stuff you had like in your 20s or your early 30s?
I think if you lose your fire at 40, then you have a severe problem. You know, I definitely have a huge fire burning inside of me, and that's whether it's been put on me through psychological damage as a kid or whatever. It's kind of there. I use my music as an exercise to, you know, exercise those demons, basically. If I didn't have that outlet, I would probably be a little more dangerous in regular society. I focus all of that into our band and on the stage and in our music. So I'm not as angry in the same ways, but I still have my perspective on things that, you know, create, you know, somewhat of a angst-driven emotional reaction. Somehow it's just in me. I can't get it out of me. I can't remove it, but I am definitely more focused, and the chaos is more controlled now, which makes it much more dangerous, which I think personally.
Now, speaking of dangerous people, talk about this Neil Diamond thing. How does Neil Diamond come into play? I see you guys were like sharing tweets, and I even read it. I think before he was even going to have a little guest spot on the record or something. Is that true?
Well, you know, I started following Neil Diamond because I'm a Neil Diamond fan. My parents grew up listening to all types of music, and I just liked him, and so I was following him, and I shot him a tweet, and he responded. I go, well, that'd be pretty wild if I you know, did a jam with Neil, and he responded and said that'd be awesome. So I sort of ran with it and said that'd be really cool, and we went back and forth a little bit. So on April Fool's Day, I put out a fake tweet just saying it was great to have you on the record, and he sent a fake one back saying, yeah, it was great. If you want to return the favor, come to the studio. So we just been having fun doing that, but there's no collaboration.
Now, are you sure it's Neil Diamond or just some 16-year-old kid that just heard Sweet Caroline for the first time? I mean, really?
Well, I mean, I know it's Neil Diamond because he contacted me personally.
Oh, okay.
And these days, if account's verified, you know, has that blue check and it's verified, it's who the person says they are.
You're a Twitter expert.
Yes, I am.
Because I am not. Now, Wes, I wanted to ask you about the riffs and stuff. Were you ever writing for your other songs and that, and you're thinking to yourself, man, this would be a great riff for a Limp Bizkit song?
Yeah, all the time. I mean, that's just what I don't even think about it. I just write riffs and whatever, you know, however it can be applied, it's applied. But no, there are definitely things, you know, on my other records that I've done that would work great as Limp Bizkit songs. And there's Limp Bizkit songs that, you know, I think would work great for what I do in other bands. But it just, you know, it's all transferable.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I found out you guys were kind of getting back, I saw that quote, and correct me if I'm wrong, something about, you know, you guys were sick of the state of music now and wanted to get back together. Was that like tongue-in-cheek, or was that for real? And I guess the point I'm getting at is, how has music changed, good or bad, since the last time we saw all you guys together original?
I think music continues to be what it is, you know, a huge voice in our lives. It's always good. When we said that, I think it was slightly tongue-in-cheek, but also we felt that for our particular style of music that we create, as far as we're aware of, there's not any bands filling that void for us personally. You know, for the rest of the world, to each his own, and everything's relative. But we felt like there's a void out there, and what we do as Limp Bizkit still hasn't been cloned or copied in the way that we do it yet, unless there's somebody we don't know about.
Well, it's kind of funny because when you guys hit near the end of the 90s there, seemed like the right time. Like Kid Rock was going, Linkin Park was going, Eminem was really starting to hit big and stuff. You guys kind of hit right in the middle there as well, and you guys were part of that movement too. Yeah,
I mean, that was definitely our band's coming of age. It definitely popped right then.
Yeah, almost like the Woodstock thing in 1999. That was fun.
That was definitely fun, but I guess from all the news, it wasn't fun.
It was a little bit disturbing and chaotic, I suppose. But it's funny because you look at a record like, Appetite for Destruction. That was like the right record at the right time, and you guys happen to be in the right place at the right time as well.
Yeah, we felt that it was a blessing that Limp Bizkit was spawned when it was, and we're still here and very happy about it. I think that there's always room for bands who are authentic and organic and real and just really believe in what they're doing, regardless of the genre of music. And that's what we do. Our music isn't contrived to sell records or to fit into any type of radio station's playlist or be popular. It just is what it is, and we can sleep at night knowing that, we make the music we make just because we want to.
And as long as some strippers dancing to it, that adds more sleep to you as well.
Well, when we kind of look at each other and go, wow, strippers are going to love this one. It's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
We also think about what's going to work live and what's going to be fun for us to play live.
That's
and what's
right.
going to be dynamic live and really make, us feel like our heads are exploding.
Well, is there stuff like, I've never recorded a song or played live, but is there stuff that you sing or stuff that you play where you go, man, I just don't know how I'm going to do this?
Oh, yeah.
And we don't do those.
We don't
There's
do
some things that work on the record and some things that just do not work live,
Yeah.
And we've tried them, and the audience and us, we kind of, after the show, we look at each other and we went
that moment
flops.
sucked. A lot of fans want certain album tracks, they get into the deeper cuts, and we want to play those live, but when you have a massive amount of people there and a very, very small percentage knows the song, we might throw those out every once in a while, and those few people are stoked, and everybody else sort of, it's beer break, it's like, that's the lull, and we feel the lull.
Yeah.
When it comes, we feel it.
Hey, right here in Detroit, I want to ask you a few thoughts about, do you guys still friends with Kid Rock, Eminem, and those kind of guys? Talk to any of them at all, or?
I haven't talked to any of those guys, but I'm still a big Eminem fan. And Kid Rock, I haven't talked to him in years. I don't know what he's been up to, actually.
Well, we'll tell him you said hi, I guess.
Yeah, tell him I said hello. I'm fans of a lot. I'm a fan of a lot of music from Detroit. Yeah, and I definitely got my first taste of hearing Detroit from Kiss because I'm a huge Kiss fan.
Yeah, there you go.
Sort of opened up Detroit for me.
Well, cool. Well, look forward to seeing you out on tour again this year. Rock on the Range are coming up. You're going to be playing with 37 other bands or something. That's got to be pretty cool. Probably connect with some people you haven't seen in years and meet new friends. There's some bands out there probably be on this tour you guys never even seen before.
Absolutely. Ira's reading the bill, and I was like, who's that? What song do they sing? Who's that? Because I'm a little bit out of the loop with certain new bands. I'm a creature of habit. I love 70s music, and I like a lot of other different things besides a lot of new music. And I'm excited to just see everybody and see what's going on out in the world today. It's going to be an amazing thing. We're very excited about it.
Kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Are you guys excited when your kids will get to see you or whatever the case is? Like, my kids are growing up now and they hear me on the radio and it's like they don't really care. I mean, it's no big deal to them, but at least I can say one day, hey, they heard me on the radio. Is it the same thing with you guys playing on stage?
With me, yeah. My son's 8 years old now, and my daughter's 19. So just this past summer, I took my son to Europe, and he's on the side of the stage, and he didn't know what his dad did until then. And now he's just saw us play a few days ago down in Tampa, and it's kind of, I think he's putting it together. He's going like, wow, my dad's a little bit different than the other kids' dads in class.
You got kids, Wes?
None.
None?
Yeah.
So they'll never see you on stage, at least not now.
Well, never know.
Yeah. I remember your son, Dallas.
Dallas, that's
yeah,
right.
because I remember interviewing him one time and he was just born or something like that. So
Right on.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, thanks for stopping by. Fred and Wes are here from Limp Bizkit from 101 WRIF The Riff, and I've never seen two buses with so many people get out for just an interview with two guys.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
we-
on tour, actually. We're
Yeah,
just
we're
doing
doing
some
shows.
these stops in between.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are cranking up some gigs.
Yeah, we have a gig Friday in Memphis, and we're going to do a summer tour and come back through here this summer, with our Gold Cobra tour, and we're going to play Rock on the Range coming up here soon.
And when are we going to hear the first new Limp Bizkit stuff?
Very soon. We're mastering, mixing and mastering several songs that I want to leak out there and get out, but, you got to give notes on the mix if something went wrong or the mastering's not right, and so it's a little process, but really soon, actually.
Well, cool. We'll look forward to seeing you guys this summer. It's Limp Bizkit on 101 WRIF The Riff. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.